Let's go do an underground, Massachusetts style. Alright, here we go. Pick this one up late in the game. Commercial building, one side's a salon, and then we're just doing back-to-back bathroom and the other two spaces unrented. Being commercial in Massachusetts, it's all cast iron. Copper, DWV. So we pulled out the PVC line coming into the foundation. We're going to replace it with some cast iron, and here it is showing up on the truck, kid. Let's go, kid. Expensive day right here in the back of the truck. So right off the rip, I'm going to let you know a lot of people are asking about the gaskets. I make sure I order Easy Tight gaskets by Tyler Pipe. If your gaskets say multi-tight on it, your boss is just trying to kill you. Easy Tight's the only ones to go. Retractable plumb bob, got it on Amazon. It's a go-to, it's a must-have doing an underground no matter what kind of pipe you're installing. And right now I'm putting in the big black pipe. The retractable string is a must-have. I can't stand strings. Speaking of strings, I'm not setting up any string lines. We're using the Green Line Laser M12 by Milwaukee. There it is, shining on the wall, center of my 2x6 wall. And we're also, I did use a line bar. I didn't catch it on video, but if it's not on video, did it even happen? But hear me out. You ever do an underground where you just can't stab the line bar into the dirt because it's so goddamn tough? I know. Everybody in the comments section is a superhero. But I've been there. And plus I've done it alone as well. The whole line moves, the works, no matter how hard you have it packed in. Ask your sister. She knows. She be squirming. But this puller keeps the two pipes stationary. There's no moving. Did you see how simple it slid together? It's almost like she was waiting for me. But I'm also going to show you that you can put them in by hand with the Easy Tight gaskets. No problem. Slides right in. Listen. Oh, yeah. Did you hear that? Bottomed out, kid. Just the way she likes it. But just tell me that you're not smart enough to figure out how to use the chains in order to put fittings and pipe together. That's all you got to do. Don't tell me to use a line bar. Just say, hey, man, I'm not smart enough to wrap chains around fittings and be able to do that by myself. But if I slam it in like a grunt with a line bar, then I'm going to tell you about it in my comment section. See that? Right in. No muscle necessary. It's all right, guys. You can tell me what to do. Just know I'm out here snapping necks and cashing checks, and you guys are telling me how to put it in my comment section as I put it in anyways. We got a little intersection going here. What's the first Y? I think first Y we got going is a sink, kitchen sink, and then it's going to go a mop sink, and then it's going to go a bathroom. We're going to bring up 3-inch for the toilet, and then once we get on the above ground, I'm going to slap a TY on that thing, and we're going to go 3-inch through the roof, because in Massachusetts, you're going to have one full-size vent per building, 3-inch or 4-inch, and this is going to be the one. Since it's a 2x6 wall, why not? Once I get what you see inspected, they're going to bring it up a couple of levels, and I got a few places where I just couldn't run out the branch line, so once they get to the next grade, I'll come back, run the branch lines. Before you go ahead and get the pitch on the pipe, you just want to make sure that the center mark is correct off the wall. So you're running a straight line before you waste your time and do the pitch. Then I got some sand. We're going to sand it up. We call that chinking it. It's not racist. It's just the back end of a shovel or a hammer, and you just slam some sand underneath her. So when someone tells you to go chink the pipe, this is what they mean right there in the video. Now, I actually kind of miss this kind of work, to be honest with you. If I could wake up every day and do a job like this, but it would have to be for myself, not for somebody else, this is what I would do every single day. I should just see if somebody will take me on just to do undergrounds, because I would do it. I grew up landscaping with my old man, and he didn't know what heavy machinery was. Everything was a shovel or a Portuguese hoe. And thank God I didn't marry one of those. There's plenty of those in our area. And I was able to find me a nice Italian girl. She's going to show you the overnight oat recipe at the end of this video that everybody was asking about. Helen Keller was using the grade stick when they were digging this trench, so got a little offhand. I had to take her down a notch. There we are with the 2023 string line. And we're moving on to the salon sink. So off this branch here is 3 salon sinks in a row. They're about 5 feet. They're island sinks. They're about 5 feet off the wall. So in our area, you don't run cast iron to salon sinks because of the chemicals that are inside of it. So we're able to do plastic to the point of dilution. And those, my friends, were island vents. Bow vents is what I call them. And now we got the whole system tight. We're going to cap her off, put a rock in front of it to hold back. I know. I'm supposed to be 10 feet out, but you know what I mean? 3 feet, 10 feet, it's almost the same. We're filling with water. Some of you people are going to get angry and ask me why I'm not filling with air. and that's just how I know that you guys are either an apprentice or a homeowner. I make sure I top off every riser before I put the plug in it. That way it doesn't settle overnight and air bubbles get moving around, and then all of a sudden it looks like your 10-foot head is no longer a 10-foot head. There's the salon sinks. There's my 10-foot head. She's about to get topped off, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough. Because somebody told me that I just show my work off and I don't tell anybody what I do. But I thought I did a pretty good job at it. Let's take a note. We got our 10-foot of head, 3 salon sinks. Salon sinks, you can do them in plastic because of the chemicals that are in them. So to the point of dilution is when you change over from plastic to cast iron. And yes, in Massachusetts, commercial, you have to do cast iron undergrounds, above grounds, and copper. I'm not proud of this one, but it's a back-to-back toilet. I don't really have a choice, so double TY it is. I try not to do it, but with cast iron, it is what it is. You got your sink coming up. You got another sink. You got a toilet, mop sink, and you got the clean out leaving the building. She's cocked. And then 2 salon pedicure sinks are going to go against that wall. They're going to bring that up to grade so I can run out the floor drains. They're going to go underneath the pedicure sink. But right now, she's full. Oh yeah, to the people who told me not to use the Polar and to use the line bar, try to teach me how to use it. Just so you know, I do have one here. I just enjoy using the Polar. It makes it a little bit easier, a lot less effort. So there it is, Massachusetts Underground. I also prefer a service weight gasket underground over a no hub clamp underground, just for the mere fact that if you get any dirt inside those clamps, you're gonna have a hell of a time. So I feel like it's less effort using an SV gasket than it is using no hub in the dirt. The moment we all been waiting for, Mrs. Monster's overnight oats.
I'm coming. Oh, Dad. What are you doing?
Everybody likes the rolled oats, so we're gonna show them the rolled oats. Overnight oats, whatever you call it.
Can I have it?
4 cups of rolled oats, 2 bananas, a little bit of cinnamon, and 2 cups of cashew milk. If you could fry yourself an egg, you can make yourself this. But it just tastes better when someone else makes it. That's a fact. You got RBF.
I don't know what that is.
It's rest in face.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. Now it's gone. She adds a little bit of Miss Monster's magic sauce to it, and we're good to go. Where's it go now?
Now you just slap it in the fridge.
There you go. Perfect.